Simone, excuse me, ma'am. I was wondering if it might be possible to switch to an aisle seat. My son tends to get restless, and it would really help us during the flight. Pamela, I'm sorry, ma'am. Seat changes are restricted for this flight. You'll need to remain in your assigned seat. Malik, Mom, why can't we move? Is it because of me? Simone, no, sweetheart. It's not your fault. Don't you worry. Passenger 1, hey, didn't she just let that guy switch seats? Passenger 2, yeah, I saw it too. He didn't even have a good reason. Malik, Mom, why is everyone looking at us? Did we do something wrong? Simone, no, Malik. Sometimes things aren't fair, but we hold our heads high. Always. Aaron, excuse me, miss. I couldn't help but notice the exchange earlier. That mother over there had a valid reason for requesting a seat change, and you denied her. Yet, just now, you allowed someone else to switch. Pamela, I really don't think this is any of your concern. I'm following policy. Aaron, policy? Or selective enforcement? People are watching. I think you owe her an explanation or at least some consistency. Passenger 3, yeah, she's right. It's not okay to treat people differently like that. Pamela, as I said, there are rules in place. Now, if you'll excuse me. Simone, thank you, but it's okay. Malik and I will manage just fine. Malik, but Mom. Simone, it's fine, Malik. Let's focus on what's ahead. Aaron, quietly, to herself, this isn't over. Simone, softly to herself, stay calm. Don't let it show. For Malik. Malik, tugging on her sleeve, Mom, why was she so mean? We just needed a seat. Simone, kneeling to his eye level, her voice calm but pained, sometimes people don't treat others the way they should. But that doesn't mean we change who we are, okay? You just stay kind. Malik, frowning, it's not fair. Simone, no, it's not. But fair doesn't always happen, sweetheart. Pauses, composing herself, come on, let's go find our seat. Young Simone, excuse me, Ms. Carter. I think I can do the advanced project. Can I try it? Teacher, without looking up, that's not for you, Simone. Stick to the regular one. It's more your speed. Young Simone, but I got the highest grade in the class. Teacher, cutting her off, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Just do what's assigned. Present-day Simone shakes her head, the memory cutting deep. Simone, thinking, that sting never leaves? It's the same feeling, over and over again. But not for him. Not for Malik. Simone, sitting down, holding Malik's hand, let's play a game. What's the first thing you're going to say to Uncle David when you see him? Malik, brightening, I'm gonna say, hey, Uncle David. Guess what? I've been practicing my drawing. Simone, that's perfect, baby. Across the aisle, Pamela warmly addresses another passenger. Pamela, of course, sir, I'll get that arranged for you right away. No trouble at all. Simone, under her breath, unbelievable. Passenger 1, leaning toward Simone, didn't she just tell you no seat changes? Passenger 2, yeah, I saw that too. It's not right. Simone, forcing a smile, thank you, but it's fine. Malik, whispering, Mom, are they talking about us? Simone, they're just noticing things, that's all. Simone, thinking, I can't fall apart here. Not in front of him. A distant memory flashes a teenage Simone walking into an empty room where her name wasn't called for an opportunity she earned. Simone's mother, voice echoing, You don't let them tell you who you are, Simone. You hear me? You tell them. Simone's grip on Malik's hand tightened slightly. Simone, thinking, she was right. Always was. I'll teach you the same, Malik. You'll know how to walk through this world with your head held high. Aaron, from a few rows away, observing, no. This isn't happening in silence. Aaron discreetly begins recording on her phone, capturing Simone's composed demeanor and Pamela's indifferent attitude. Aaron, thinking, the world needs to see this. The quiet ones, the ones who don't scream or shout, they still need someone to fight for them. Passenger 1, louder now, seriously, it's not right. Pamela, snapping, please take your seat, sir. We're preparing for takeoff. Aaron, to herself, this isn't over. Not even close. Aaron, calmly, making eye contact with Pamela, excuse me, Pamela. Can we talk for a moment about what happened at the gate? Pamela, startled, defensive, I'm not sure what you mean. I followed protocol. Aaron, assertive, but composed, protocol? You told her that she couldn't switch seats. But I watched you move that other passenger without hesitation. Pamela, uneasy, flustered, that's not, I was just trying to keep things moving. There's a policy. Aaron, raising an eyebrow, really? So, what policy says you move people based on who they are, not what they need? Because I'd love to hear it. Simone watches, her heart pounding. She holds Malik's hand a little tighter, trying to maintain composure, feeling a strange mix of relief and dread. Pamela, stammering, I don't know what you're implying. We're all just trying to get to our destinations. Aaron, calmly, addressing the other passengers, I'm not implying anything. I'm just asking why this woman, who has every right to sit where she asked, is being denied while someone else gets special treatment. Does anyone else see this? A middle-aged white man seated nearby slowly stands up, his voice steady. Man, I saw the whole thing. She asked for a simple request, didn't get it? Another passenger did, no questions asked. Aaron, nodding to the man, thank you for speaking up. It's not easy. Pamela's face tightens, the room's tension growing thicker. Pamela, defensive, flustered, I was just doing my job. Aaron, leaning in, voice lowering but firm, doing your job means treating people equally, Pamela. Not deciding who matters more. The murmurs from nearby passengers grow louder, a ripple of support spreading through the cabin. Passenger 1, she's right. I saw it too. Passenger 2, that was just wrong. Pamela, voice shaking, I don't need this. I've been doing this job for years, I don't need anyone questioning me. Aaron, calm but unwavering, you've been doing this job for years? Maybe it's time for a little self-reflection. Maybe it's time to question the system that let you treat Simone this way without a second thought. Simone feels her chest tighten, but she holds back her tears. She looks at Malik, who seems confused but watches everything carefully. Simone, whispering to Malik, sometimes, you have to let people see the truth, even when it's hard. Malik nods, his innocent eyes full of questions Simone isn't sure how to answer yet. Aaron, to Pamela, her voice growing firmer, let's make this right, Pamela. You're going to move Simone and Malik to the seats they requested? Pamela hesitates, her face a mixture of frustration and reluctant compliance. The quiet judgment of the surrounding passengers weighs heavily on her. Pamela, under her breath, reluctantly, fine. I'll get it taken care of. Aaron, looking to Simone, then back to the passengers, this moment is important. It's a reminder that we have a responsibility to each other. To act when we see injustice. To speak when silence would be easier. Simone stands, her movements calm and deliberate, as she accepts the new seats, offering a simple nod of acknowledgement to Aaron. Simone, thank you. Aaron, I won't forget this, Simone. I'm posting about this. The world needs to know that even the smallest acts of bias matter. Simone's heart swells, a small smile tugging at her lips. Simone, softly, thank you. For seeing what needed to be seen. Simone, sitting down, her eyes locking with Malik's, you saw what happened, didn't you, Malik? Malik, nodding slowly, I saw. I don't like it when people are mean. Simone, her voice thick with emotion, I don't either, baby. But we don't let their meanness change us. We hold on to who we are. Malik's small hand in hers is a comforting anchor, a quiet strength passing between them. Aaron, finishing her post, determination in her eyes, this is just the beginning. We're all part of this. It's time to break the silence, piece by piece. She taps post. A sense of purpose fills her, knowing that this story, this moment, will carry on far beyond this flight. Simone, watching Aaron from across the aisle, her heart swelling with pride, maybe, just maybe, this is the kind of change we need. One person at a time. Simone looks down at Malik, who is smiling now, his earlier confusion replaced with a quiet understanding. Simone, we've got a long road ahead, baby. But it's a road we'll walk together. And we'll make it count. Malik nods, his hand squeezing hers. Malik, I'll always walk with you, Mom. Simone, I know, sweetheart. I know. Aaron, sitting on her couch, staring intently at her phone, her fingers flying over the keyboard, this has to be seen. She types, the words spilling out with urgency. A woman, just trying to take care of her son, faced blatant discrimination on a plane today. And it's time the world knows. She hits post, her breath catching in her throat as she stares at the screen. Aaron, softly, to herself, this has to matter. She watches the notification icon start buzzing, the comments and shares pouring in quickly. Each ping feels like a wave of energy pushing back against the injustice. Comment 1, I've had something similar happen to me, thank you for speaking up. Comment 2, I can't believe this still happens. We need change. Comment 3, solidarity. This isn't just Simone's fight, it's all of ours. Aaron scrolls through the responses, a swell of hope in her chest. She reads a message aloud to herself. Aaron, nodding, determined, I won't let this story die. Not now, not ever. Simone, sitting in the living room, scrolling through her own phone, her eyes catching the viral post, I didn't even know she was recording. Her voice trails off, the weight of the moment settling in. Malik walks into the room, peering at the phone screen curiously. Malik, Mom, why are so many people talking about you? Simone, sighing softly, her voice steady but thick with emotion, because, baby, sometimes things happen that we can't let slide. When something's wrong, it's important to speak up. Malik, like Aaron did. Simone, smiling faintly, looking down at her son, yes, exactly. Like Aaron did. Simone reads the comments, her heart swelling with a bittersweet sense of validation. She reflects on the journey that led her here, the fight she never expected but was always prepared for. Reporter, on the news, voice steady but firm, the incident, first shared by activist Aaron Wen, has sparked a nationwide conversation about racial bias in public services. Simone Harrison, the mother at the center of the controversy, has been flooded with support from across the country. But the question remains how many others have experienced similar discrimination, unnoticed, unchecked. Simone, sitting with her phone, watching the interview, this is bigger than I ever imagined. People are seeing it, finally. Airline representative, speaking through a press release, the words coming quickly but with clear intent, "We deeply regret the situation that occurred on Flight 1023. After a thorough investigation, we recognize that our staff mishandled the situation. Pamela, the gate agent involved, will be required to undergo bias and diversity training and will face a temporary suspension from her duties. We sincerely apologize to Ms. Harrison and her son." Simone looks at the television screen, a tear slipping down her cheek. The apology, while welcomed, feels like the first step in what should be a longer, harder journey. Simone, whispering to herself, "It's a start." Simone, reflecting on the day's events, her voice carrying a quiet power, "They can apologize all they want. But nothing changes until people keep talking about it. We've got to make sure this doesn't become another forgotten story." She sits at her desk, her fingers poised above her keyboard. A blank page stares back at her. After a long moment of hesitation, she begins to type. Simone, voiceover, as she writes, "I've spent my whole life trying to be seen. But it's not enough to just be visible. We need to be heard. The world can't keep turning a blind eye. I'll share my story because I know it's not just mine." She pauses, glancing at Malik, who's playing quietly by her side. Her mind races with the idea of empowering others, of using her voice to break the silence. She begins to type, pouring everything into the words. Simone, to Malik, who's sitting on the floor next to her, his eyes wide, "Erin was brave, wasn't she?" Malik, nodding, looking up at his mother with admiration, "I want to be like Erin. I want to help people like you did, too." Simone's heart swells. The words seem too simple, yet the meaning runs deep. She bends down to his level, meeting his eyes. Simone, softly, with resolve, "You already are, Malik. You already are." Malik smiles, his confidence growing with every passing day, every lesson Simone imparts. Simone, on the phone with another advocate, her voice filled with a quiet determination, "Yes, I'm starting a blog. I want to tell my story, and others like it. I want to teach people how to stand strong, even when the world tries to knock you down." Advocate, on the other end, excited, "That's exactly what we need. Your voice matters, Simone. And I believe it will inspire so many others." Simone hangs up the phone, a sense of purpose filling her. She can feel the weight of her words already, her story, her journey, woven into the fabric of something much bigger. Simone, as Malik tugs at her hand, pulling her into the embrace of family, "There's a reason I'm sharing all this, Malik. It's not just for us. It's for everyone who feels like they don't have a voice." Malik, smiling, squeezing her hand, "I get it now, Mom. You're teaching me how to stand up." Simone smiles back, knowing that the path ahead may be long, but it will be one they walk together. As they step into the warmth of family, the weight of the world feels just a little lighter. Simone, reflecting as they walk out of the airport, hand in hand, "We've got a long way to go, but we're not alone anymore. We've found our voices. And we're going to use them. For change. For justice." Malik, "I'm with you, Mom. Always." Simone smiles, feeling that familiar strength surge within her, the bond between them unbreakable.